You are listening to LOA Recon with the Good Vibe coach Jeanette Ma, where we dissect the ins and outs and the art and science of conscious creation, all intended to amp up your manifesting game. Let's have some fun together. Thanks for letting me in on your day today. I've got a topic near and dear to my heart that I wanted to share about. That's how and why to become a better receiver. You know, in our culture, we get a lot of emphasis and conditioning on the importance of giving, right? Many of us are well trained on how to be generous and how to be of service. We don't get nearly as much training or emphasis or conditioning on receiving. And yet, it's a crucial part of the system. The whole thing won't work if we are not good receivers. This is especially important for conscious creators, because if we are going through the work of conjuring the reality that we want, we have got to know how to receive the goods. If we are handicapped in that area, it'll foil the whole routine. So that's why it's important to have good receiving skills. And so many of us aren't taught how to do that. It's actually pretty important, though. I'm fond of saying that universe can only be as good to you as you are to yourself. If you want the world to be good to you, you have to lead the way. You have to show it how it's done, right? You are setting the tone for how the world treats you. So if you don't know how to do this, to expect someone else to is kind of ridiculous. All right? That's why it's important to become a good receiver. But I'd like to talk about how to go about that. And I've just got 3 quick tips to share today on this subject. There are definitely more that you can practice, but my 3 favorites to share with clients when it looks like, their receiving skills are what's hampering their ability to create what they want, where I ask them to start is in treating themselves the way they treat those that they love. Because most of us are really good at being good to others. And if we just turn that skill inward, right? If we just give ourselves that same gift that we know how to give others, that can help us become a better receiver. And this is really just a habit of self-love that we're talking about. But if you pay attention to how you treat someone that you love in thought and in action, and if you start treating yourself that way, again, in thought and action, meaning clean up your self-talk and do nice things for yourself, it might be challenging when you're doing this for yourself, but I guarantee you are good at loving someone else or something else. And if you just look at how you are expressing love there and give yourself that same gift, you'll become a better receiver. That's my favorite way to start practicing this. So much so, in fact, I wrote an entire ebook. I said this is what I believe is the number 1 key to successful manifesting, and that's learning how to be good to yourself. It's called The Art of Self-Love. But the second tip I wanted to share to become a better receiver is to be on the lookout for opportunities to receive and then practice doing that really gracefully. Like life is giving us these chances throughout the day for us to be good receivers, and we're just bypassing them out of habit or not being conscious to them. But if we wake up and we recognize a chance for us to receive something well, and we do it very consciously, we'll become better receivers. And I'm talking about simple things like even receiving a compliment, you guys. Some of us are really bad at that. If you just get really deliberate about receiving it well, this is how you can start improving your receiving skills. Also, like when, the cashier or someone at the store, they offer to help you to your car with your bunch of bags or something big. You know what? Instead of saying, no, it's okay, I got it. You know what? Even if you do have it, let them help. It's a way you can practice receiving. Or if you're at work and one of your coworkers is offering help with something, say yes. How would that be? Just for the practice, not because you need it, just for the practice at receiving. Or if your sweetie's up and asks you if he can get you anything, you know what? Think of something. There are lots of little ways we can practice this, and it makes a difference in our ability to receive the big things that we're looking to create in our life. All right, the other tip I wanted to share. Oh, right. Become a student of skilled receivers. Let them show you how it's done because there are others who are really good at this. And if you just follow their example, like use them as a mentor, just follow their lead. You'll get better at it. I think the ones who are best at this are kids and cats. And maybe royalty. Maybe you could use royalty as an example too. But boy, like cats, they expect to be treated well. If they're sitting in your spot when you want to sit there, they don't jump up to move, do they? And kids, they kind of demand that you put them first. They're really good at it. And they're not wrong, you guys. This is a skill worth getting good at. And it can be challenging for those of us who have been focusing all our energy on being good givers. That's a great skill too. I don't want to downplay that. And it feels so good to give, right? But think about it. If someone isn't willing to receive, then who's going to give? This is a two-way street. That's one reason to get good at this. But the other, again, is because this can be a holdup in being able to allow what you have been intending for universe to deliver you. If you don't know how to receive good stuff in life, you could be the holdup. So, and plus, you guys, it's fun. It feels good to be a good receiver. It helps remind yourself of your worthiness, right? Your inherent, automatic, always worthiness. I just can't speak highly enough of how worthwhile it is to practice this skill. So I hope I've inspired you to pay more attention to how you can be a good receiver. But I also want to add, as we're wrapping this one up, that I think it's helpful not to take any of this stuff too seriously. Anything that I talk about in any of these podcasts, right? Or any instruction we get about becoming more powerful manifestors, let's not make it a big deal. We're here for a good time. So go have some fun and enjoy yourself today. Thanks for listening and happy manifesting.